Hey guys, it's a how-to with the guys from 8F Productions. We're doing boxing fitness again. And I'm sorry, it's just me today once again, but we're going to do some more of what I said, boxing fitness. I'm going to show you some boxing, and I'm going to show you some fitness as well. Now, you'll notice that every time we do this, it's basically the same workout, but I'm going to add something in it every time, because every time you do a workout, you want to make sure that you either add something new or just keep doing what you're doing. It won't make a big difference. If you keep doing what you're doing, it'll be just fine for you. So as always, I want to start with my stretches. And it doesn't matter the order, of course, so I'm going to go ahead and just do some neck rolls here. Just like that. Shoulders here. Make sure you get nice and good. We're going to do some arm circles. Some bigger arm circles. Alright, now I'm going to do some legs, like this, and then switch. Now make sure you hold it, of course, but I kind of slipped on that, I'm sorry. And if you can, then don't really touch your toes or go as far as you can. Now I can't touch my toes, so I'll go here, keep your legs straight, and go as far as you can. Alright, so you just saw us doing our warm-ups, and like I said, that's very important for what you do, especially when you get to the actual physical part of everything. Like I'm doing the upper body right now. And I always go in roughly the same order because you want to try and keep the order at least the same. You can change what you do, you want to keep the order the same. So I'm going to do some shoulder exercises. If you've been watching, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm going to explain. And I'm going to do the same order I always do. I'm going to have my timer right here, just using my phone here, set for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go side, 30 seconds holding dumbbells. And as you'll see, I have two in front of me here. I have these green ones and these purple ones. The green are 3 pounds, the purple are 5 pounds. Now how much they are doesn't really matter, but it's how strong you are. If you have very strong shoulders, you can use heavier ones. If you're new at working out, you want to use these ones. These are very good. It's not going to make a big difference if you don't use the correct ones. It'll still work you out. Now, I'm going to go through my 3 steps here. I'm going to do side for 30 seconds. Front for 30 seconds. I'm going to do what's called military press for 30 seconds. Now, make sure you don't go past parallel. You want to be right here, not here. Because this is a good workout. It's harder to hold like this. And make sure you go very slow for this, or as slow as you feel necessary. Because if you go fast, it's just momentum of moving your arms. It's not going to be a good workout. So what I'm going to do is grab these here, the 5 pounds, and I'm going to start my stopwatch, and I'm going to go ahead and start going through them. Alright, so you just saw us doing the shoulder workout. Now, I'm not done with that shoulder workout. There is some more you can add on. If you've seen this before, you know. If not, you're in for a painkiller. Alright, so once again, I still have my phone here, made my stopwatch. You can use anything. I mean, obviously it's just a stopwatch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set these down first real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes here. And I'm going to hold the dumbbells. I'm just going to hold them like this for 30 seconds. That's very important. You don't let your arms drop, because this is a very tiring workout. And so after 30 seconds of this, I'm going to shake it for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to put them to the front and hold them again for 30 seconds. And then shake for 30 seconds. Now, I'm going to show you with the dumbbells, and then I'm actually going to do it. So let me just set this here so I can hold both. So what I'm going to do is hold them like this. No matter who you are, you're going to shake. Then I'm going to do them like this for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to do them like this. Then I'm going to do them like this for 30 seconds. Now this is when it's bad, well, not bad, but it sucks for you if you use heavier dumbbells because it's a lot more tiring. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my timer here, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Alright, so there's start, and alright, so we just did our shoulder workout, and if you actually did them, very tiring. I bet you would agree. Alright, so now we're going to do the rest of the upper body workouts, which is push-ups, dips, and pull-ups. Now, push-ups are what either everybody loves or everybody dreads. Like, I've never been good at push-ups, but now I am. So, I've shown you before what a push-up looks like, and most people know what a push-up looks like, but I'm going to go ahead and do a couple for you. And I'm going to show you a new one known as an explosive push-up, the one everybody, the really good push-up people like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the regular push-up here. Just like that. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do them on our knees, just two, because it's not bad to do them on your knees. Like this. Just like that. Nose touches the floor. Now I'm going to show you the one people always want to be able to do. I'm going to do explosive push-ups, or clappers, some people call them. So if you like this, you go down, just like that. And lots of people can do those a lot in a row. But just for time's sake, I'm going to do a couple push-ups, nothing excessive, and I'm just going to show you the basic ones again. And if you can do those clappers, go right on ahead. It's a great workout. If not, don't worry about it. Alright, so you just saw me do the push-ups and the clappers. So those are very good workouts. Your basic workouts involves push-ups usually. So that's definitely something you want to work on. Now I'm going to show you dips, which dips you need something that you can do these on. It doesn't have to be anything good, like I've used a box before. But all you need, I have this little piece of equipment here, and I'll show you how to do dips. I showed you last time, but I'm going to do it again to demonstrate, and then I'll do a few. I'm not going to do a whole lot, I'll do a few for you though. So you hold on to these bars here, legs out in front of you, down and up, down and up, down and up. Actually, I'm going to let you put back, there we go. Down and up, just like that. Alright, so we just went through our dips over where we were doing them earlier over there. Now, what we're going to do is called pull-ups. Now, everybody knows pull-ups, and if you notice, this is the exact same thing I did my dips on. It's one of those workout machines that you're supposed to be able to do that on. Now, what you're going to do, there's three kinds of dips. Now, I'm going to have to turn around, I'm sorry about this. There's wide dips, where you grab far and wide. It does very good on making that little triangle shape in your back. Then there's just these, which you can't always do, but you can do these on this. These are just your regular pull-ups. These are the same thing as these. And these are the most common pull-ups, but they're not really that hard. These are probably your hardest pull-ups. On this at least, you can do overhanded these. These are very hard, but they're still probably maybe a little less hard than wide if you do wide correctly. So I'm going to do each to demonstrate, and it's good that you start with whatever is easiest to you, but do as many as you can. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go all the way up, and then go down as far as you can, and then come back up. And when you come back up, you want to hold if you are out of how many times you can go up. So if you can only go up once, then you go all the way up, and then you hold it. Like here, let me show you. So I'm going to just do one. And you just hold. And now, you want to make sure one of the hard things about this that actually a lot of people don't know is you don't want to sway your legs, because that works your abs. Well, not swaying your legs works your abs, and it's very important you don't, because otherwise, I mean, you're working your arms but not your abs, and this works both. So you just saw I did my regular pull-up, and I'll go ahead and do it again for you. Now I can do more, but I was just demonstrating that that's what you do. You go down, then you come back up, and you hold. Now these, it doesn't matter how fast you go, as long as you do them correctly. So I'm not going to do these ones because those are the same as what I just did. I'm going to show you wide, because you don't need these. I mean, they're very helpful if you want to do them. They just, there's no necessary pull-up to do. They all work. This works just as well as this. It's just harder. And so I'm going to go to the wide to show you the triangle on your back. So I usually cross my legs to sway less. That's all you do. So I'll go ahead and do a couple, and then I'll hold it. There you go, that's your pull-ups. Alright, so we've just done our upper body strength training. It feels quite good if you did it correctly, and you'll feel a burn, I'm sure. So now we're going to go to lower body, below the waist here. And I'm going to start with squats. I'm going to start standing up with the stuff that you have to stand up, because I'm already standing. So I'm going to do squats. I'm going to face a wall. legs a little more shoulder width apart. You want them both to be facing directly at the wall, and you want to make sure when you go down they don't bend out like this. Because if you do this, that's not a squat. That's trying to sit in a chair. So I'm going to step off this because it's a little easier for me. Keep your legs just like so, and then you bend down just like that. Keep your back straight, just like that. So that's what you're going to do. I'm going to show you a couple more here. Just going to do something for demonstration. There's one. Alright, now we're going to go lunges here. And just going to do another one because I'm standing again. So lunges, same concept, just a little different here. Legs a little more shoulder width apart again. But you're going to take one of your legs and you're going to move it a little farther out. Like maybe here. So one leg's a little farther than the other one. And what you're going to do is always keep your feet facing the same direction at the same angle. You don't want them like this, you don't want them like this. Just like this. And you're going to move to a side. I'm going to go ahead and do mine as side lunges, but you can do them facing forward as well. It's exactly the same. Make sure when you do these, your knee does not go past your foot. This is too far. You want to space out because the more you space out, the better it is because your knee won't go past your foot more likely, which is what you want. Just like that. Doesn't go past my foot. So go ahead and shoulder width apart. And take one of your feet, whichever one you're going towards. Spread it out a little farther and bend that direction like that. Keeping your legs the same, just like that. We'll go ahead and go to the left. We're going to go ahead and start like this. I need to spread my leg out. Just like that. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get on my back here on this mat. I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to do something that everybody knows. Like, we're going to do bicycles, everybody's favorite. Actually, we're going to go ahead and do leg raises first. Arms at your side here, legs like this. Lay perfectly flat, or at least as flat as you can. Just like that. Now, when you're actually doing your leg raises, you don't want them to touch the floor. You want to keep them off the floor as long as you can. And try and keep your legs as straight as you can. It's very important, because otherwise it's not the same. So, there's 3, just for demonstration. Now we're going to do bicycles for you. Everybody likes bicycles. They say they're easy. If you do anything correctly, it'll be easy. So, as everybody knows, like this, and you just do this. Alright, so we just did our lower body section of all this. Now, don't forget, I may show you only a few workouts, but there's always more you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the ab workout, what a lot of guys like. Now, I'm going to start with just normal everyday crunches. Let me get on my back here. And always lay knees like this. Everyday crunches, everybody knows. Just like that, head into knees. Now, crunches and push-ups are your 2 most basic workouts. For bodybuilding, builds your upper body really well. Crunches do your abs, push-ups do your arms. That's what everybody likes. So, here's a couple more crunches. Now I'm going to show you side crunches, which if you've been watching you know, but now I'm going to show you just in case. Same thing as the way you sit. Maybe bring your legs in a little more as you need, and then take your arms, put them at your sides. And make sure you find a spot on the ceiling to stare at. And then as you do, you're just going to take your hands, roll it on the side. Take your hands and touch. Touch your toes, that's all you got to do. Works your side obliques. Really important to do. If you're going to do regular crunches, you want to do side crunches as well. So you just go like this. So now I'm going to do scissor crunches. Now, scissor crunches are a lot harder than regular crunches to most people. You're going to flatten your legs out for this one. And like leg raises, you don't want your legs to touch the floor after the first one. But since I'm just demonstrating, I'm going to. Put your hands, you put them behind your head, but if you do, you gotta be really careful not to bring your head up with your hands. So as a precaution, put them here. And all you do is crunch in like that. That's all you gotta do. Bring your legs in, and your head to your legs. You just gotta do that. A few times. So now that I've done those, and if you didn't understand, you can watch it more than once there. And I'm going to go to planks. Planks are a lot like push-ups, but they work for crunches, or your abs. What you're going to do, you get in your push-up position, but on your forearms, and you just do this. And make sure your legs, or your butt is down like so, and you just sit here. Usually you do a timer for about a minute or so, but because I'm just demonstrating, I won't. You just do this. It works your crunches very well, it's very good at it. And now, for those of you that have been watching, this might be fun for you to do. Not many people like these. We're going to do them, they're called Supermans. Lots of people know what they are, don't like them. You lay on your stomach, nice and flat. Put your hands over here, arms are right here. And then you raise your arms up and your legs up at the same time. Just like that. So I'll do it a couple more times to show you, but you're supposed to hold it for as long as you can. Or you can do a 1-2 count for repetition. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all you gotta do. Alright. Now don't forget, you always want to do cardio in anything you do. I don't know if you saw when I was stretching, but I do cardio stretches as well. So I'm going to show you some cardio here. Now the most basic cardio everybody knows is running. So I'm not going to do that because everyone knows how to run, I would hope. I'm going to go ahead and do jumping jacks. And if you don't remember or you don't know, start like this. And you're going to jump. Just get your legs like this and your arms like this. I'll do it in one motion for you. Just like that. I'm sorry, that was 2. That's 1 jumping jack. You want to make sure you do those just like this. You do it for a while, you should be good. You can stop. I need to find a way to stop. Alright, so now that we're on the boxing part, I'm going to show you how to wrap, and then we're going to take a step back, and I'm going to show you mitts and how we're going to repeat the steps 1 through 4 just to make sure. Now, you'll see this is known as a wrap. Now, all you do is you take, oh, I flipped it. You take this, and it says this side down for a reason. It's got this little thumb thing. You put it, and you wrap it around your wrist once like that. And you want to take it and do it one more time. And then one very last time, I promise. Then you take it back up your hand here, because you want to make sure you cross-brace this wrist. It's very important you do this. Just like that. And you just keep doing this until you got it done. Once you've got it completely wrapped, it will look a lot better. Alright guys, so I just showed you how to wrap, and as you can see, I have both my wraps on. Now, make sure when you wrap you don't have anything on your wrist or anything in your hands, like a ring or something. Because if you have a ring on when you punch, it will hurt. And if you have stuff on when you wrap, it'll wrap funny and you will lose circulation. Now sometimes it's alright if you lose circulation. Like first time I ever wrapped, my hands were purple. But then you're going to start hitting stuff, so hopefully you'll start to get feeling. Now I don't have any tape, I'm sorry, but you're supposed to tape up your wraps after you're done so they don't come off. Now, just a quick reminder, I'm going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm sorry I didn't introduce, this is Peter Krause here. He's going to do mitts for us while I'm going to punch and hit the mitts. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the 1, 2, 3, 4 real quick with you. It's going to go 1, in your stance of course. 1, don't lean. 2 with that pivot. And then 3 is your hook. 4 is an uppercut. And I'm going to show you all of it in a quick motion here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you do. Now I'm going to put my gloves on over here. These are just, you can get these gloves from somewhere like Dick's. whatever. You can get most of this stuff from Dick's. The first one's always nice and easy to put on here. Just like so. Wrap around, voila. And there is differences in gloves. There's different sizes, there's different kinds. Like there's boxing gloves and there are bag gloves. These are bag gloves. These are good for working out. And they tend to have less pad around the wrist than actual boxing gloves. And there's different sizes. These are size 16, or 16 ounces to be specific. And that's just how big your hand is. So what I'm going to do is me and Peter are going to stand face to face, and we're going to call out combinations. Well, actually, he's going to call out combinations, and I have to hit them. So when you do mids, you always want someone there. There are different activities you can do with mids, but this you just want someone there, and you're going to hit. So I'm going to demonstrate a 1-2 on the mids, and then he'll call out combos from there. Are you ready, Peter? Okay, so you want to make sure you face him correctly. Alright, so remember, 1 2 is what I'm going to do. So 1 to that mid, 2 to that one. Now, if you may bounce off your mids, that's alright. Don't worry about how hard you hit on these. These are all about your precision in hitting a target. Just imagine the person you hit the most right there. So I'm going to do 1 2 again. 1 2. Now I'm going to ask Peter to call out some shots. Peter, do you mind?
Sure. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Alright guys, so that was our video. Once again, I'll give you another fitness tip. So what we're going to do, or not what we're going to do, I'm sorry, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't give up and you stay with it. Because now, you may feel when you start that you're not very good at it. Just remember, no one's perfect the first time. Okay, Muhammad Ali may say he's perfect, but I bet that first time he wasn't. He may have been good, but not perfect. And if you feel like you're not losing weight or whatever it is you want, you don't feel strong enough, don't worry, it's still working. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Just trust me on this, stay with it, keep going, it'll be great. You will love the way you look in the end and you'll feel much better about yourself. Alright guys, see you next time.